All right, good morning. Sorry, I had my microphone on mute for a few seconds. Posting in all of the areas. Let's go ahead and go live on TikTok. Oh, it's actually a little different, like the view. All right. So once you get some folks coming in, then we'll go ahead and break down the charts for today. Good morning, good morning. So we'll break this down in a minute. Let's just give people a second to join. I know some folks join a few minutes later and then they miss the breakdown of the chart, so I want to make sure that everyone is able to get this information. And I'll just put this here for now. All right, so if you haven't been on my live stream before, I go live every day from around 9:15 to 10:30. I trade the futures market, specifically the NASDAQ, the S&P 500, gold, and oil. And in the morning before the market opens, the stock market in the U.S., which is in 8 minutes, I break down the NASDAQ chart. So I'm going to break this chart down in a second. If you stay on the live, I'm just giving people to have time to come on here because I only break down the chart once and kind of give you the levels once, and then once the market opens, I focus on the auto trading algorithm and the manual trades that I'm taking from my levels, but I don't go over them again. So if you want to know these levels and the zone, then just stay on the live, and I'm going to be giving that now. All right, I think that's good. It's been about 2 minutes since I went live, so I'm going to go ahead and start this breakdown. So, all right, so again, this is the NASDAQ 20-minute chart. This huge candle yesterday, and again, this is a 20-minute chart, so this is a ginormous candle. This was from the CPI data yesterday that came out at 8:30. It wicked up, and then it quickly flushed down. Yesterday, we actually had a nice move back up into the same area that we were before the report came out. And I like to do this where I like to kind of break down the day before I look at what's happened overnight and then talk about today. I can, Bodega, if you're in my group, I give you the zones and the LIS for ES, NQ, gold, and oil every single day. But yeah, I can go over the zone for ES too. Both of the zones were actually kind of exited overnight, but yes, I can go over that for you. So let's finish NQ first, and then we'll go on from there. So we moved back up yesterday into the afternoon, hit this resistance at 11,83675, and then pulled back down last night. So the market reopened here in this area and moved back down, kind of moved back up. A little bit of an insignificant evening. When you have a really, really big move like this, or you have a day where the market has actually moved hundreds of points, then typically the next day will be a little tighter. But since yesterday we came back to essentially the point of control that we were before the report, it's kind of like nothing really happened. Now we've just kind of moved down. So we've just stair-stepped. If you haven't read the book, Price Action Breakdown, it's a really, really good book. I always suggest that to my students. But that's essentially what's happening here. We're finding an area of consolidation, and then we're moving to a new area of consolidation and just kind of hanging out there. So I don't trade stocks for anyone new in the stream. I just trade futures. So I don't talk about stocks or options or crypto. All right, so let's talk about the zone for today. So this is NQ. This gray box, if you're new to my stream, is, hey Everton, hey Tina, is my chop zone. So I will not take a trade within the gray box. The gray box is a different size and in a different area every single day. But wherever it is and how small or big it is, I will not take a trade within there. The algorithm might, but I manually will not. Futures are, so you're essentially betting on the futures of that contract. So futures can be a lot of things. It can be currency, commodities, it can be indices, like it can be everything from the index like this NASDAQ to water or corn or oil, or like the currency in Japan, so the yen or whatever. So, but I mainly focus on the NASDAQ, the ES, which is also known as the SPY in the stock world, and then oil and gold. All right, so this is my chop zone. The zone itself, the bottom is 11,750 and the top is 11,803. So about a 54-point zone today. I think yesterday it was like 100 points, something like that. Might have even been more. So yeah, it varies from day to day, but that is the zone for today. Also, my LIS is 11,754. Nope. So Bodega Boy, my chop zone is a proprietary system. It has nothing to do with the time frame. It's exactly the same on every time frame. It uses like a whole bunch of different background parameters to find the zone each day. But it has nothing to do with the time frame. Like if I pulled it up on a 5-minute, it would still be the same exact time frame. And that's kind of when we talked about this yesterday about indicators. I hate like live price action based indicators. Like I hate the MACD, I hate the RSI, I hate most moving averages, especially like a cross of a moving average. And I was talking to my student about this yesterday because those are all based on the price closing in that candle. So you're not going to actually get the cross or the signal or whatever until that candle closes. And so obviously looking back, it's easy to say, oh, I would have gone long here, I would have gone short here because of the MACD or because of the MA cross. But you don't get that information until after. Like yesterday, the MA cross on one of my students he showed me was after this candle. It crossed to the downside after this candle closed. So would you be willing to go short down here? Like that is preposterous to me. I would absolutely never do that. And I know we were live yesterday and we were kind of talking down here. I'm like, well, I'm not going to go short down here. This is too big of a drop, blah, blah, blah. But people will use indicators because it makes them feel a bit more comfortable. The only indicators I will use are indicators that are based off of like a previous day. So it's like data that won't change. So pivot points, they never change. No matter what time frame you're on, they don't change. It doesn't matter like what part of the day it is, it doesn't change because it's all based on the day prior. So those are kind of, I don't know what Bluebird is. I see. I just trade supply and demand. Yep. I totally get it. Yeah. And this is similar to that. But it's just one zone for the day. But yeah. So, and supply and demand is great because, again, that's not based on something that's happening in the moment. Like, sometimes it can be if you see a setup and then maybe you'll take the trade out of that. But I love things that are based on, like, a previous day or previous multiple days and using that information. Because using something in the moment is a lot harder to do. So the LIS is 11,755. I think I already said that. So again, right now the price is under the chop zone and we're under the LIS. This green dotted line is the central pivot and the pink ones, these top and bottoms, are the pivot targets. So essentially the way that I look at things in a very simple matter-of-fact way, not going into too much detail, is if we drop below the chop zone, I'm looking to take a short. So obviously this happened last night. I was asleep at 2 a.m. It left the chop zone during the London session or right before the London session opened. I missed that. So what am I going to do now? Nothing. I'm just going to sit on my hands and wait. And the market just opened. But yeah, we were below the LIS, we were below the chop zone, and then we even came below the central pivot. So all of those, for me, are a clear indication that I'm good to go short. And I would have done that. But again, I wasn't awake, so I have not taken any manual trades today. Now, the market's open at this point. Again, similar to yesterday, obviously we haven't moved down so much, but I'm never really looking to take a trade so far away from my chop zone. I would rather wait for price to come back like it did yesterday and take a trade out of the chop zone if it comes back. If it doesn't come back, then I'm just not taking manual trades that day. Yesterday, this is the 20-minute chart, but yesterday on a lower time frame chart, this was amazing. Like a lot of my members caught it too. Actually, the zone was up here yesterday. So it came up, it exited, they took the short. It came up, it exited again, they took the short. And then even yesterday afternoon, I think it was like at 3 p.m., it had a perfect short. But yeah, so that's kind of a quick breakdown. Obviously, the trend right now is down. So I could look to take a short if we break like below this 11,596, which is below 600. But I'm just not eager to do anything right at this moment. It's 9:31. I don't do stocks. Sorry if you haven't read this. I only trade futures. If you like the stream, please tap the screen. It really helps to let other people be notified that I'm live and the information that I'm giving. I go live every day from about, like I said here, from about 9:30, 9:15 to 10:30. Every day focused on the same thing, and that's kind of my niche, is the futures market. I don't know how people trade different stocks every day. It would be really hard to stay on top of those fundamentals. Like, I give props to them for sure, but that's not my thing. I would rather focus on one or two products and get to know it like the back of my hand, and then just feel like I am an expert in that realm, if that makes sense. So thanks for all the follows, guys. I appreciate it. And the hearts. On YouTube, if you want to give a thumbs up, that would be great. All right, if you have any questions, feel free to let me know. I don't trade crypto, but thanks. Look at all the follows. Thanks, guys. Yep. So, again, not really doing anything here. The auto trading algorithm will trade. This is the 1 minute on the NQ. Look at that. Like, it looks so much different. I have an auto trading algorithm or a robot, and that will trade on its own. This is ES on the 5 minute. This is NQ on the 1 minute, and this is NQ on the 20 minute. Now I average $2,000 a week on micros. Very good, David. Okay. Nice plug. Yeah, so E Blanche, this is NinjaTrader. I only use NinjaTrader, honestly, because it's the only platform where I can auto trade. That's the only reason. They are a pretty good futures broker. Like, if you're comparing a big broker like TD or E-Trade compared to NinjaTrader, I would always choose NinjaTrader. But over all of them, I would choose Tradeovate. If you're just manually trading and you want to trade futures, Tradeovate is the way to go. They have low fees and commissions, and their platform is super user-friendly and easy. Their charts are not great, I'm going to tell you that. So if you're looking for something with good charting, I would actually not use Tradeovate. But you can use Tradeovate to manually trade and then have, like, TradingView open on the side. Oh, guys, where is this? What? I'm in a zone trade here. Oh, this is the one that I'm testing. I was like, I saw this come up and I'm like, what? Oh, well, it hit the offset. Okay, it hit the offset for like $95. But yeah, I hope that answered your question. Yeah, Tradeovate is awesome. Oh, no. Do you think commodities have bottomed? That's a very weird question because there are so many commodities. So, like, are you putting oil and gold in, like, the same route? Like, what? Silver? I just couldn't do that. Yesterday was actually a pretty decent performance in SP given the various inflation numbers. Yeah, I agree, Willis. CQG is the best platform. I've actually never used that. I know a lot of people use TradeStation too. How to get started, and should I? So if you want more information about, like, kind of anything that I talk about, you can email me. My email's in my bio on TikTok. It's just boldbotllc@gmail.com. Looks like a very slow, soft opening compared to the last couple of days. Yeah, and that kind of happens. Like, also today, Thursdays, I find, are one of the hardest days to trade off the open, just because I think it's because of the unemployment numbers. I don't know what it is, but Thursdays historically have always been kind of weird for me. Thanks for the follows, guys. Yep, so I go live every day. If you want more information, just email me. Also, my Instagram is in my bio. You can go to my Instagram and send me a direct message, because sending a direct message in TikTok is, like, impossible. Like, we both have to follow each other, and that's just, it's, like, so hard. So if you want to send me a direct message instead of an email, you can do that on Instagram, or you can just email me and I'll get right back to you. Oh my gosh. So that, that was so. Oh, all right. So we broke below that 600. Definitely could have taken a short here. I wasn't like super eager. Next level below is 11,558. It's kind of dropping pretty quickly there. And then below that is essentially 11,400. I mean 11,500. It's like 498. Andy, that is crazy. Hey, ads. Crazy. Lauren, can you remind me of the prop firm that's similar to Top Step but less trading restrictions? Oh, yeah. So this person just asked me about a prop firm. So if any of you are familiar with that too, if you're new to trading futures and you want to try it, but you don't want to put your own money at risk, you can use a prop firm. So Lilu is a great one. They have like very few restrictions or like things that you have to do to pass the evaluation. I actually have a video on that in my YouTube. Lilu, is it like Lilu funding or something? I don't know. I searched Lilu and it didn't work. But anyway, so if you ever want to use, you can use UProfit, Apex Trader, Top Step, I think is one of like the biggest known ones, or Lilu. And they pay, so like you need a license within NinjaTrader. You can't use the free NinjaTrader to use the algorithm. You need a license, and they give you that license for free. So, oh, you're using UProfit. Perfect. Yeah, so you can use those with my auto trading algorithm. Everlasting, this is the NASDAQ 100 on a 20-minute chart. Yo, that was a perfect drop. If anybody got that short, congrats, because I was too busy talking. So the auto trader, depending on which strategy, is anywhere between 65% and 85%. I hope you guys got this drop under 600. Well, I hope you got it, Everlasting, because it was there. It was there for you. I, unfortunately, did not get it. I don't know. You probably let me use. I don't know if you probably will let me. Yeah, they will. I have people in my group that use UProfit. I have people in my group that have used the Algo on UProfit. They've used it on Lilu. They've used it on Apex. So it's pretty much across the board. If it works with NinjaTrader, it works on my algorithm. So nothing's being traded yet, but this is the NASDAQ on the futures contract. And this is a 20-minute chart. This ES would have hit profit here for 150. I don't have it on today. That's ES on the 5-minute chart. This is NQ on the 1-minute chart. Nope, I don't trade cryptocurrencies. Everlasting, I feel like I just said that. This is the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ. Hey, Steven. Yep. Steven, so this is, I think I just answered that for you. I go live every day from about 9:15 to 10:30. Breaking down the NASDAQ and then letting people see the auto trading algorithm trade live, as well as a few manual trades that I take. The way that my phone sits in front of my screen, sometimes it's hard for me to see when we're breaking a level that I want, because I had said about 5 minutes ago I would take the short under this 600, and I didn't take it because I missed it. What do you mean big baller investors? You don't need to invest, Everlasting. You don't. This is not investing. This is day trading. You get in and out within the day, and most people start with like $2,000. So I don't know if I would say big baller, but if you want to, that's great. Like, I don't want people to think it's so out of the realm. Also, like I was just saying, you can use a funded program where you don't have to put any cash in. You pay, I think Lilu, they'll do programs for like $100, and if you pass the evaluation, they pay you Like, you get all of the profit except for 20%. It's like an 80-20 split. But I have a video on that. Yeah, well, so I can't give advice, Chris. I'm not a financial advisor. But this is where I would have gone short, and that's it. I'm not doing anything else, right? And I missed it, but that would have been the place I would have gone short. I'm not doing anything here. Yep. So if you want to learn, yep, and Chris, that's the thing. We miss trades all the time, and it's okay. Like, I was asleep, and this would have been an amazing trade from 750 down to 600. The 1 minute is in a trade. We can look at it over here. Oops. Over here. Oops, it's red. Because they're probably impatient and they don't know what they're doing. Well, the algo put us in a short too, so I guess it was seeing what you're seeing. But it's red right now. CCI, if you want to email me, I can give you more information on learning. Chris, so I manually typically trade on a higher time frame, but my algorithm, like my robot, it can trade on all different time frames. So it's trading right now on this 1 minute chart. It also trades on the 20-minute chart. It trades on the 5-minute chart. So it took a loss there for $230. You can see that up here at the top. That makes no sense. What do you mean? I don't really know what that means. Okay. No, but there's multiple. Like, Wes, I wouldn't just say that was on the 1 minute, but I trade all of them. So it's neither. I don't trade currencies or stocks. I trade futures. So this is the NASDAQ 100 on a 20-minute chart. This is the S&P 500 on a 5-minute chart, and then NQ on a 1-minute chart. Also, ES is 1 for 1 today for 150, but I don't have it on. Oh, for sure. Totally sure. Okay, well, thanks for that, ETH. I wonder how your urethrum is doing. I broke down my analysis at 9:20, so about 20 minutes ago, everybody that was on the live, because I go live every day from about 9:15 to 10:30. So if you're on the live at the beginning, I break down my entire chart, and I break down the analysis that I have for the day. What it was to go short under 600. And it dropped to 60. So that would have been a 40-point drop. If you got that, which some people that were in here probably did, that's an $800 move with one contract. Nope, I don't use any indicators. That's another thing I talked about at the beginning. All indicators are lagging. I don't use indicators. I only use like indicators that aren't based on current. Oh, guys, we had a trade on the 1 minute. We had another trade on the 1 minute and it was green for $200. So now we're only red $30 on that setup. No, I don't scan pre-market. I don't trade stocks. I just trade the futures market. The futures market is open 23 hours a day. There's no PDT rules. There's your cash is cash as soon as you get out of a trade. There's no minimum. Like, you could literally put $400 into a futures account and trade. So, yep. I actually don't use volume. This is NinjaTrader, Wes. So these aren't forex, but it's very similar to forex. Who's that person that said they wanted a short? Where is that person? This is what I'm saying. I had no play down here. I don't do stocks or crypto, neither. I trade futures on the futures market. So the taxes are also better on futures. It's a 60-40 split. Whereas on day trading stocks or options, you're paying whatever the capital gains on, I can't think of the word, like anything under a year. Which I think Biden was trying to make like 35%. I think it passed at like 30 or 33%. Yeah. Yo is pumping up. I don't know what that means. Is that a stock? Awesome. Yep. That's all I trade is the NQ. Exactly. Bodega. How do you not use volume? I know, I don't. I actually have volume like it's in my algorithm, but when I manually trade, I don't use volume. I know, it's probably weird. What's your normal daily profit loss? So it just depends on what I'm running that day. This week's been pretty crappy if you've been joining any of the streams. The 1 minute's been doing okay. Like the 1 minute was green on Monday and Tuesday, but it was red yesterday, like 400. Today it's red $30. I love seeing these. So the success rate of the algorithm is between 65 and 85%. If you want more information, Fortg, just email me or go to my Instagram. Both of them are in my bio. Yeah, Jay, the bot only works on Ninja. If you email me, I can send you an informational email. I can even show you what it looks like. And it just breaks down all of the things that you need to do before getting started. So it looks like this. If you want me to email you this, I can. There's a step-by-step video on how to, just essentially sign up for a futures account. But a lot of these things are actually taken care of if you're using a funded account. So if you use like a Lilu or a UProfit or an Apex or whatever that other one is I was talking about earlier, you actually don't have to do a lot of those steps and you could start using it right away. But if you want to actually fund your own account, then wait, where was that massive red candle that somebody said was happening? Thanks, Chili. If you want to waste your time, you can continue to stay in my stream. Because if you don't want this information, I don't know why you're here. Yes, TA, technical analysis applies to any and all charts. It doesn't matter what the product is. And that's why when I teach my members, I tell them that it applies to futures, stocks, crypto, everything. A chart is a chart is a chart. It doesn't matter. What are the size of profit compared to the size of loss for the algo? So again, Will, that also depends on the strategy. So like this 1 minute, it took a $200 loss here, or $250, and then this is a $200 win. Typically, they all have stop loss and they all have targets, but some of the stop losses are a hard set amount and some are a little more flexible where they use parameters in the background to determine if it should exit or not. Sure thing, Daniel. So that's kind of the difference. So I have some setups that have a set amount for a stop loss. So you would know that ahead of time. That's in the settings spreadsheet. When you join, I give you access to the settings spreadsheet and all the algorithms. Nice ads. He made 505 on NQ. Now he's going to work. Common handle looks great. Can you share how big is your account? How much did you make this year? Yeah, J-Bro, if you email me, I can send you all that. I've already sent it to other people that have emailed me and asked for it. I actually don't have CL up. Yeah, I don't really get it. So this broker is NinjaTrader. What, James? I love to hear what people are saying. Like, I love to hear people's just like assumptions or breakdowns. And that's why, see, that was the 1 minute chart. You can really start to tell your mind that you see things on a 1 minute chart, which is why I like using a higher time frame. Oh, speaking of the 1 minute, it's in a long. The target is 23 and the entry is 13. We'll see if we can, good to hear. Good to hear. Cool, Wes. I saw that you just followed, so I'll get back to you as soon as the live's over. It's 9:51. Hey, T. So I day trade futures, and so does my algorithm. The 1 minute's having a hard time right here. Let's see if we can pull back up. I go live every day from about 9:15 to 10:30. Nope, it's going to take a loss here. All right, so we're going to be red like $500 on this 1 minute setup. This is NinjaTrader. Oh, thanks. Futures trading. I go live every day. I prefer to break down the charts and kind of talk about what I see and where I would take a manual trade, which today was here at under 596. So if you were on the stream at the beginning, you would have gotten the breakdown of this entire 20-minute chart on the NASDAQ, kind of what happened yesterday into what happened today. So if you follow me, you'll get notified when I'm live, but essentially I go live every day from 9:15 to 10:30. Yeah. So I do Colombian censored. But if you just join the call, if you just joined it at the beginning, you'll essentially get, my face is all over my Instagram. But yeah, that's what I enjoy doing, is breaking down these charts. And that was kind of my first love. The algorithm just came about because my members had to go back to work after COVID and they couldn't manually trade on their own. So yeah, I prefer to talk about the charts and look at the charts and break them down. That's kind of my thing. I don't have a 5 minute up. Aren't you trading? Didn't you just say you trade futures? Shouldn't you have? You don't have Instagram? Well, my face is also on TikTok. I literally have a video like 5 videos down of me talking to the camera when I first started my algorithm. I don't know what my face has to do with trading. Yes, more NASDAQ lovers. The NASDAQ is the best. Hey, trucker, what's up? Welcome to the stream. You're joining late today. I actually prefer... How do you deal so good with a sudden $500 loss? You have a very good outlook on. Oh, gosh. Johnny, you should have been on the stream last week. I lost like $10,000. Can't wait for more lives. Oh, well, make sure you follow me, Durango. I literally go live every single day from 9:15 to 10:30. Every day. And NASDAQ is my favorite. And I break down this chart every single day. This is my chop zone. I break down the pivots, my LIS, my levels. And tap that screen if you appreciate the stream, please. I love it. Have you ever tiered synthetic indices? Traded? What? No, I haven't, though. Thanks for the roses, Daniel. Oh, I think it's 100. Do I have a trustworthy face? Oh, God. Again, my face is in my other videos. I'm sitting in a dark room. Like, can I turn this around? I'm just tapping it. Listen, I don't want to mess this up just to turn my face around. I don't know. More? I go to more and there's not a flip the camera. We're just going to leave it like this. Where do you recommend I trade? So, Daniel, I teach people how to trade futures. So I would obviously suggest myself. But, you know, YouTube always has some great free content. Yeah, I am a full-time trader. But if you want more information about my program, you also get 1 free month in the manual alert group when you sign up for my digital mentorship or my coaching. So if you want to email me, we can have a side conversation about that, Daniel. My email is in my bio. Yep, perfect. Thanks, Daniel. I recommended you too. Thanks, Trading Trucker. Thanks, Trading Trucker. I appreciate it. Yes, I have a signals group. So I have a manual group, and then I have the auto trading algorithm. So the signals group, or like the manual trading group, is $200 a month, and it's based out of Slack. I don't use Discord, but Slack is very similar to Discord. Saint Wolf, all I saw was please. What else? How much capital did I have when I went full time? Probably not as much as I should have. I blew a bunch of accounts, like a lot of accounts. So in my 20s, I think I had like $20,000 that I blew on options. And then in my young 30s, I had, I don't know, $50,000, and I blew through like half of it. It was really bad. Oh, 14K today. I feel you. I'm not that red today, but I've been there. I think my worst day, well, besides the other day, like when I was actually just manually trading, I remember I was in one contract of the NQ, and I was about to hit target. No joke. I was like 2 ticks away, and Donald Trump had tweeted something. It reversed the market so fast. I was red like $3,500 on one contract in like a matter of seconds. Like I couldn't close that trade out fast enough. And that is why I am a huge component for stop losses. Like you should never, ever, ever have a trade on without a stop loss. Do you make or sell? No, so I do both, John. But I'm not really selling how to make money. I'm selling how to technically read charts, specifically futures charts, and then you can apply that to anything you want. But yeah, I've taught about 400 students. What's the highest you've made in a day? Probably like 12 or 13,000. I don't get too crazy. Yeah, when Trump would tweet, it would be insane. I can't wait to trade with you live. Cool, Durango. Price of tuition to learn. Yep. So the success rate of the algorithm is between 65 and 85%. I don't know my actual manual success rate. Like I could pull that up on Trade-Evate. It's probably in the same area. Probably like 65%, 70%. No, I don't trade BTC. I am not a Bitcoin fan. Thanks for the likes, guys. My foot is falling asleep. Let me stop sitting on it. So haven't taken any manual trades today, sadly. I easily could have taken the retest of 600, but I didn't. I trade the NASDAQ, the S&P 500, oil, and gold. No, it's not just NASDAQ, Wes. No. Oh, well, maybe for him. I know he wants to trade it so bad. Oh, yeah, fly. I get it. I totally understand. And, like, people... And that's why most people do fail at trading, and I get it, because your emotions get tied in, and you start getting overwhelmed, and then you revenge trade. Like, I have been there. I've done all of that. This time frame 360 is the 20-minute. Listen, I have been there. Yep, so forex is really similar to this, but this is not forex. I might actually look to take a short under 50 here, because this is the third time we're testing this, and let me clear this up. So I'm just watching the DOM now over on Trade-Evate to see what the price action looks like, rather than watching it on NinjaTrader, because it's a little slower on NinjaTrader, honestly. I could put a limit order in under 50. What was the low here? 45. So it could go back to 45 and bounce. So I'm going to wait to see what happens. See how we're bouncing a little bit here. Going in with 10 contracts. No, just one. Yeah, I know, Michael, that's what I was just talking about. I meant to go short under 600. I had mentioned it at like 9. Well, it must have been. It was like 9:35. I mentioned that on the stream. That I haven't taken any. but I just got short at 46. So you can see here, it's green 190. I'm short at 46.25. The low of the day is 39. My first target is 36. There we go. So my offset, did my offset come into place? Yep. So my offset, I have a break-even offset that comes into play after we go like 8 points. So that was the first manual trade of the day. I made $200. Thanks for the follows. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Michael. So I should have gotten short at 600. I talked about that on the live stream, and I didn't because I was too busy chatting. So that was a nice 40-point drop. And since then, nothing has really happened until just now when I just took that short. Oh, shit. See? I need to pay attention. You know what I need to do? I need to start setting an alarm at 10 a.m. Maybe at like 10:01. I would see, because I'm a price action trader. I was literally just following the price action. But that is so true. I told myself yesterday, and that's why I had a loss yesterday. I think I had 2 losses, because one was at like 10 and one was at 10:01. I was trying to get that long yesterday, remember? And then it worked out the third time. All right, well, this short worked out. So the algorithm, it's not cheap. So don't be shocked by the sticker. But you get 50% off the first month, so it's $500. And you get to try it for 21 days. So I've been charting SPY potentially reaching 330 by mid-September. Does that seem crazy to you? Oh, I don't know. I don't look at things on like, I heard some people on Twitter, I think, talking about 35 or 34, but I honestly don't look at it on that big of a scale. So I can't really help you with that. Sorry. If you want more information, Dynamo, you can email me. My email is in my bio. No, Kofi. I guess it did kind of sound like that. It's 500 is the 50% off for the first 21 days. So it probably doesn't look like it here, but yesterday, I can show you guys something. Oh, look. Let me show you guys something. So this is my Slack. This is where my members post their results for the day. Nope, I don't do options. So this is Duggan. He has several businesses. He's been in my group since 2020. He's also one of my students. He has used the algorithm this month, July 1st to July 13th. So that was yesterday. And he's made $4,000. And it's only taken 10 trades. This is a very conservative setup. And again, when you join, I give you all the setups. And he only takes 1 contract per trade. So that's why I think it's priced appropriately. Some people might think it's higher. Mark, he's one of my new students. He was trading manually yesterday and made this much. He's practicing in sim. Michelle is running the bold range, and that's what Duggan's running. And I have that turned on, but it doesn't start till like 11 o'clock. She made 525 yesterday, and she made 525 on Tuesday. And it did not trade on Monday. And Andy made 990 yesterday. So, just a little glimpse. Obviously, every day is not going to be green. You're not going to be making like thousands of dollars every day, but some people do. So, that's kind of like all I can say. Nancy sold her Apple puts call. Now it crashes. So I used different time frames. This is a 20-minute. Let's use the 1 minute. This is the ES 5 minute. And this is the NQ 1 minute. Welcome, guys. I go live every day from 9:15 to about 10:30. I trade futures, specifically the NASDAQ. I don't trade stocks. Well, I long-term stocks, but I don't trade options or crypto. Wonder if ES is going to 37.20. Well, I think that's definitely something that's easier to say yes to. I don't know if it is, but gosh. Look at this. Oh, this is the 5 minute. Let me change this to like a 30 minute. Look how nice it was last week. And then it's just been like stair step, stair step. No, thank you. Thanks for the follows, guys. Yep. So if you follow me, then you'll be notified when I go live. I go live every day from about 9:15 to 10:30. If you haven't already heard me say that, I'm sorry. I repeat myself a lot. There's just a lot of new people coming in the stream, and I want to make sure that they're aware of kind of what I do and when I do it. Mr. Kahav, if you, yes. Alright, so yeah, if you want more information on becoming one of my students, just email me. My email is in my bio. How do I join in on this? You can just email me and I can give you more information. So when you talk about the 1, 5, 10 minute charts, does that mean you trade on that time frame? Yes, for the algorithm, golf is life. So the algorithm, you can apply it to any chart you want. You can apply it to a Renko chart, to a tick chart. So with a $25,000 account, you can do some damage. But it all just depends on how many contracts you take, essentially. Like how I just showed you that Duggan has made $4,000 this month. He's done that with one contract. So, and one contract costs $1,000. So with a $25,000 account, you have more room to kind of take a larger sizing if you want to. I always tell people to start off small and kind of build up. But obviously it's that person's account, so they can essentially do whatever they want. But if you want more information on, is there an app? No, there's no app. This is NinjaTrader 8. It's a desktop platform, so you have to have a PC, or if you have a Mac computer, you can still use it. You just need to get a VPS, which is like a VPN, like a virtual private server. And that's all in the email that I send you. It kind of breaks down everything that you would need to get started with the algorithm. Because, you know, there's other, obviously you have to pay for market data, which is like $12 a month. And the licensing portion on NinjaTrader. Let's turn my light on really quick. You can lease the license on NinjaTrader, or you can purchase it outright, and then you get the most discounted rate for life. Or, like I was saying before, you can use a funded program. So you can use like a Lilu or a UProfit or a, I forget the other names. There's a whole bunch of them. Apex Trader. You can use all those, and you just pay like a monthly, like say it's like $100 or $150, and then you get a certain sized account from them. And then you trade it essentially with no risk to yourself. And then if you pass the evaluation, after you pass the evaluation, then you get to trade real money with, again, no risk to yourself, and you get an 80-20 split. So, I don't know. It's something that some of my members do, and they like it, and sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. Like, there are stipulations within the evaluation that you have to pass. Like, you can't have like a big drawdown, or you can't, I don't know, you can't like go red several days in a row or something like that. I don't know what a CFD is. No, it doesn't work on TradingView. My algorithm only works on NinjaTrader. That's it. That's it. Oh, I need to turn on bold range. So this is the algorithm that I just was talking about when it came to Michelle and Duggan. So this is bold range. It essentially creates a range, and then when it leaves that, it will trade outside of it. Contract for difference. I don't know. Oh, no. I don't know what CFD is. I don't know what contract for difference actually means. Yeah. So it doesn't have to be that much, right? But it can be, hey Angel, it can be like they have some plans that are like $100. I was trying to look up you profit. Apex is trying to do like a deal with me. You profit. I know that's one, like the letter U and then profit. I think. Yes. So it looks like that. Like it's they have a whole bunch of different ones. I wonder if I can minimize this. So it's like this. We fund your trading account or whatever. So I don't know how much this costs because now I zoomed out so much that I can't even see it. Let's see. So this one, $89 a month. You get a $9,000 account. The most contracts you can take at one time is 5. And then the biggest thing you want to focus on is the drawdown. So you can't, your daily loss limit is 350, and then you can't have a drawdown more than 800. Like that's kind of hard, especially if you're trading minis. If you're doing micros, then that might be okay. So like the next one is 160 a month, and you get a $2,000 drawdown. Like that's a lot better than 800, and your daily loss limit is 1100. I like Lilu because I feel like it's easier to pass. I was trying to find their website before. I don't even know. Lilu Trading. And I think their prices are better. Like $77. You can take up to 12 contracts. Obviously, you wouldn't want to do it. Look at that. Your drawdown is 3,000. That's already so much better than you profit. Like we just literally just compared 1 to 1, and this is so much better. And it's only $77 for 14 days. The other ones are per month. So this is like $150 per month. You can take 3 minis or 30 micros and $1,500 drawdown. Do you buy your algo? You pay monthly, so it's a lease. NASDAQ is going to buy soon. Yes, I love Renko bars. Thanks for the follow. Hey guys. So yeah. Market's kind of quiet right now. It's just slowly moving down. I was turning this off because what I wanted to show was, if you were on the live when we first went live, which was 9:15, I usually go live between 9:15 and 9:30, or 9:15 and 9:20 every day. But if you join at the beginning, I break down the whole chart, and I also break down my analysis for the day. And then I also give some manual trades as the market opens. So at like 9:35. So those people make money because a bunch of people don't know what they're doing, and then they just blow the account and they re-sign up month after month. That's how they make their money. I actually want to open one of those. It seems like so easy. People will literally, because it's just like, oh, whatever. Like the evaluation isn't that hard to pass, but if you're disciplined enough and you're a good trader, you can easily pass it. But most of the people that are signing up for those are people that don't know what they're doing. And do you see how that one said you could take up to like 10 minis? You should never take up to 10 minis if your drawdown is 3,000. Like if my drawdown is 3,000, I would take 1 mini at the most. No, so 9:15 on Eastern. Everything I do is Eastern. Oh, hey. Yep, futures are life. So anyway, so I broke down this chart and I said I would take a short under 11,597. It dropped 40 points, but I actually missed taking this because I was too busy chatting on the stream. But I did catch this short under 45. I got short around 46, and I hit my offset for 200. A mini is a large contract. Yeah. If you want more information, I have a video on my YouTube called What Are Futures? Very self-explanatory. Like it breaks everything down. So my YouTube is bold bot, just like just 2 words, bold bot. And I have a video, videos. It's pretty far down, but it's called, because I live stream like every day. It's called What Are Futures? And it has like a little futuristic, I can actually tell you. Here it is. Futures, how to do No, that's not it. But it looks just like that. Anyway, it's in here. I pointed it out yesterday. Maybe it just didn't come up yet. There it is. What are futures 1 year ago? It's 27 minutes long, but it will explain literally everything. It is from, does it show the date? I don't know if it shows the date. Shouldn't it show the date somewhere? I don't know. But it was like a year ago. I was trying to give you guys an easier way to find it. But anyway, it's, if you go to BoldBot and then search, what are futures contracts? Then you'll be able to find it. And it breaks everything down. You can do well with just 2 contracts. Oh, yeah. Very good job, Jesse. Definitely want to start with micros. Oh, I always tell people to start with micros. Always, always, always. And I tell people to start in sim. I'm like, start in sim for 3 to 5 sessions, and then from there, go to micros. And then from there, you know. Oh, sure thing, Trucker. I'm glad you made some money. Make sure you tap that screen, Trucker. Tap, tap, tap. Give those hearts. That's the way you can thank me. But yeah. All right. Well, it's 10:18. I'm probably gonna wrap it up soon. Kind of a boring day. But look, if you were, again, I feel like I've been saying this a lot, but if you were on the call at the beginning, my main goal each day is essentially to take the trade out of the chop zone, which is this gray box, and target the pivot. So that's this purple dotted line, and we're actually almost there. It's 11,484, and this level is 11,500. So I would probably be happy with 11,500, honestly, but I didn't get this short because it was at 2 a.m., 1 a.m., so that's why. How much do you recommend starting at? So most people start with about $2,000. Like $2,000 to $5,000 is what most people start with. And that would be only for micros. Like, I always tell people you can't trade minis unless you have at least $10,000 in your account. As just like kind of a very basic understanding. Is it BoldBot? Yes. It's BoldBot is my YouTube. With a space in the middle. Like 2 words. Jacob. I know that username. So you live trade with your students? No. I live trade with everyone. I live trade with YouTube and with TikTok. But I give live alerts all day long. So from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. is when you can get manual trades in my group, and that's $200 a month. I'm scared to get into trading. Well, then you probably shouldn't get into trading, Danger. Don't do something that scares you. You can always start slow, though, and see. You explain all of this in your email? Yes, I explain all of it in my email. So if you just email me, so I have your information, then I will email you with the informational email about the algorithm. But with my students, like if somebody becomes a student of mine, we do have sessions together where we talk about kind of how they're learning. Like so my program is like 14 hours. And with each lesson, I have an assignment after each lesson. So if you're one of my students, I expect you, like you don't have to, you're an adult. But if you want feedback and you really want to learn and you complete the lesson, then I will reply to you or get together and kind of go over where I think you are like missing a point or where you're doing well and kind of go into that in detail, if that makes sense. But I don't do like live streaming with my students. We used to do a monthly call every month where we would just go over the basics again. This is a 20-minute chart on the NASDAQ. Is this a sell or buy on your lot. I think you mean on my bot. If you want to learn Danger, I can teach you, but I don't want you to do something that's scary to you. Yeah, I was recommending my YouTube channel, which has a video about futures, because a lot of people don't know what futures are. What are futures? I feel like, well, if you just search that, you're not going to get my video, which is annoying. But if you just go to BoldBot, I feel like a lot of people are trying to get in the future space now that stocks are kind of shit. But yeah, this is my YouTube. The video is from a year ago, but right here. So what are futures contracts? And it just breaks down all of futures. It's like a 30-minute video. Yes, you would have to pay. Danger. I don't teach for free. What are your thoughts on DXY? I don't trade DXY. Is this the US 500? No. This is the NASDAQ 100. Since when do you trade? What? Since forever? Who are you? Do you actually know me personally? No, I don't think so. So I've been going live for the past few weeks on TikTok, but I've been trading for about 20 years. I've been trading futures for about 7 years. The digital mentorship is $1,000, and you get 1 free month in the alert room. So that's essentially like a $200 bonus. But yeah. And you get, all right, trucker, and you get, I know, I'm old. You get, the digital mentorship includes, and I can email you this information too, it's also on my website, but it's 14 one-hour videos, and again, assignments. So once you're done each section, you send me the homework, and then we kind of have a back and forth. Oh, yeah, I thought you meant like you didn't know I was a trader and you knew me personally or something. I'm like, what? Yeah. So I started trading stocks and options in my 20s, and that was horrible. Long-term stocks, great. Options, they suck for me. Thanks for the follows. Yes, James, we all took the short. You know, this is why you need the algorithm. It'll just trade for you while you're in a meeting. Yes, if you follow me anonymous, you'll see I go live every single day. Just for about an hour, like 9:15 to 10:30 Eastern Standard Time. But yeah. No, I'm not in my 40s. It's not, let's not get crazy. I'm still in my 30s. But I've essentially been trading for 20 years. Yeah, I don't know. Listen, time just flies by. But yeah, but then I got into futures. So then I kind of stopped trading for a few years because options made me crazy. And then, does the bot trade all day? So some of my strategies trade all day. Some of them just trade for 30 minutes. Some of them trade for an hour. It depends on which one you're running. Are you up for today or week? No, so I'm actually red on the week, Greg. If you add in the manual trades, nope. Well, if you add in the manual trades, I might be even for the week. But with the algorithm now, this week, yesterday was hard. The day before yesterday, like CPI, I don't know if it like fucked up 2 days, but Monday was fine. Tuesday and Wednesday, not fine. Today is kind of just like blah. What's wrong with being in your 40s? Oh, going to say you look good for being in your 40s. I started trading at like 20. Listen, if you guys actually want to know my age, I don't care. I'm not one of those people that's like afraid to get older. But I'll be 39 next week, so. What's your favorite long-term stocks? Tesla? Yes. I didn't like actually write it. I created it, but I have a developer on payroll that actually writes it all for me. Do you have YouTube videos explaining your strategy? I have YouTube videos showing the algorithm and kind of breaking some of those down. Obviously, I'm never going to go into great detail on the coding and how they work. Or if you're talking about manual trades, James, that's not on YouTube because that's all in my mentorship. So, favorite long-term stocks, always tech. I don't know, Apple, Tesla. That's like about it. I have so much money in Tesla, it's annoying. No, this isn't forex, but it's really similar. These are futures. So this is the NASDAQ 100. I'm about to wrap up for the day. How close did we come to that 500? 509. Thanks for the follows. Yep, I go live every day. If you appreciate the content, please tap the screen. Give it a heart. Tap that heart. It really means a lot. And I go live every day from about 9:15 to 10:30. Thanks for the hearts. What kind of contracts do you trade? Minis. Thanks for the early birthday wishes. That's so sweet. Yep, I trade minis. Can the bot be used to pass Yes, exactly, Crypto. It's so funny. I've talked about that a few times today. You probably just joined. But yes, thanks for all the hearts. Yes, it can be used to pass prop firm challenges. I have several members in the group. Actually, I can show you. Chris the other day, Andy already made 1100. Chris passed, or he's about to pass evaluation. Let me see. He made... All right, let me show you. So this was Chris on Monday. And he said, done for the day. He made like 700. He said, trying to pass this evaluation. Great start. And then he made 400 on Tuesday. So he's up 1100 on the week. I don't know how much he needs to pass the evaluation. Nice job. Very nice. All right, so I'm going to wrap it up here. I don't know why I have to keep... But yes, I can. So the Algo can only work on NinjaTrader. But yeah, we were actually going through the different prop firms a second ago, Crypto. We were looking at like, UProfit seems to be a lot worse than Lilu. Lilu, I've heard, is one of the easiest to pass. And obviously you would need them to give you the free license. I know Lilu gives you the free license. Apex Trader gives you the free license. Sometimes I think people just come in here to browse. What do you trade futures on? So I trade futures on Tradeovate and NinjaTrader. So NinjaTrader for the algorithm, and Tradeovate, which looks like this, for manual trades. Thank you for this eliminating. What? What? What does that mean? I think you meant something else. Exciting. I don't know. I would say Lilu. I think Lilu is the easiest to pass. That's all. Illuminating. Oh, that's what you meant. I knew it was nice. I just didn't know why. All right, it's 10:30. I'm going to wrap it up. Kind of a slow day. We took one manual trade on the live. Easily could have taken two, but I only took one. Oh, yes, perfect. Mr. Caban, I will get you set up as soon as I get off here. He just signed up for the manual alerts. So again, the manual alerts are $200 a month. If you do the digital mentorship, you get 1 month for free in the alerts. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the likes. You guys are the best. Guys, that's so nice. Thanks, Durango. I'll be here tomorrow, 9:15. You know, I don't even have tea today. I didn't have time to make my tea. Maybe I'll go make some tea now. I feel like I can't leave if people keep sending those hearts. AG, you're awesome. That other person that was just sending a bunch. Thank you. Thank you. Online. Thanks for the likes, guys. Yep, this is the NASDAQ 100. I trade it every day. I break down the chart every morning. Love the content. Thanks, Golf. Thank you. So I break down this chart every morning, and then I also let you see the auto trading algorithm running live. Oh, we have to put the range on because that's going to start trading soon. Well, not yet. Not until 11. What's up, Blair? I emailed you the other day. Yes. It's so funny because I feel like a lot of people don't know about the NASDAQ and how great it is, but it is so great. I remember when I was new to the NASDAQ, I was scared of it because I was coming from like the S&P 500, which moves a lot slower. But I love the NASDAQ. It's the best. It has the best. Yep, it's very, very similar to QQQ. Yep, so Sylvia, I go live every day, 9:15 Eastern Standard Time. So like I started like more than an hour ago. So Crypto, you can just email me and I'll give you the discounted link because if you go to my website, that's going to be the full price and new members get 50% off. Use our yes, AC it is. We've actually created like 6 new ones. So last year I know you were probably using Trend. We are now using Range, Bold Break Switch, Bold Break, and Bold Cross. So if you want more information, AC, you can email me. Okay. Said somebody trying to promote Markets Out, Blogspot. 10:30 gets a little crazy in here. That's why I have to sign off. Yes, exactly. Yeah, so AC, if you email me, I can send you the ones that we've been using. NASDAQ is killing at the beginning, but once you get it, then it's like the best, for sure. I totally agree. It's 10:30, so the Eastern European markets just closed. Usually get a push like this at 10:30. Almost back up to 600. Yep, so the email's in my bio, but it's just boldbotllc@gmail.com. And if you appreciate the content, please tap the screen or push the heart. It really helps me out. All right, cool.